What's up, everybody? It's your host, Cleric Dragoon, and I got my co-host today, Mr. Shadow Puppet from our clan. How you doing, Shadow?
How's it going?
That's pretty good. Today we're going to be talking about our war with Legion Maya, and we're going to be talking about basically how to beat the ring base. I know a lot of you guys know about the ring bases at Town Hall 11. And how to beat the ring base at Town Hall 11. And Shadow had to go up against this base, and it's a very popular base style, isn't it, Brad?
Yeah, I'd say at this point in the game, most of the clans out there are running a ring of some sort like this.
And I see sometimes we have some issues with these bases. If you don't get the funnel just right, it's going to blow, and the center is going to remain intact.
Yeah, and actually I was in a war recently, an arranged matchup against a really well-known clan, and the only Town Hall 10 they did not get 2 stars on at least was a ring base similar to this. So it kind of, it's something I think is useful for everybody at some point.
Right, and basically in this video today we're going to talk about how we kind of dissected the base with some extra attacks for you, Brad. That way we kind of used them to give you some feedback on your ideas. So that's if you have extra Town Hall 9 attacks in your war. First off, just friendly advice: take some of those attacks and use them to 2-star the 10s, so that the 10s can try to focus on 3-star attacks. I think in this war,
I got 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, I got one, and there's my 2-star. I think we hit a couple of them actually, but I think our 10s come back in and done more percentage. But we did have a mess up on number 2, but it is what it is. Shadow had a misfire there on his time. That's all right. It happens. We still were leading pretty well, so it didn't really matter. But let's go to war. Let's go to war events.
About that attack. We had to win, and I had to go to the store, so I attacked with 170 troops base, and
Yeah. Well, that's all good. So let's take a look at Ryan's hit on number 1, and this is we'll stop it here, and you tell me when you get it up, Brad.
Yeah, I'm at 244 right now.
All right, so let's start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the idea here was I wanted him to walk down and right from the very top, mainly to expose anything that might target my healers. And right there you can see early on he goes ahead and gets one of the red air bombs out of the way. Ryan's a really good Town Hall 9 attacker, but he's not used to hitting 11s. So I think the point defense, the increased strength it does, kind of really shocked him a little bit.
Oh, it will. Yeah, definitely.
So we had contingency for that as well to kind of see what we can get. And right there you see early on he's going to lose one healer to a black air bomb.
Yep. And he had to rage his healers real early.
Yeah, and that's kind of expected when you're hitting a Town Hall 11, because you're not going to have 40-40. You don't have a flow of 40 queen, and you're going against really heavy point defense. So right here, you probably should have poisoned that king, and I think that was a plan, but I think he might have forgotten. So king goes down.
Yeah,
and our backup plan here was to have him walk down this way with the king to kind of see what he could get, because I wanted to clear out this portion of the base with just my king and some bowlers, and I figured, because we discussed it ahead of time if that happened, what to do, and this was a contingency plan. And as these healers make their way down, you'll notice they trigger some air traps.
Yep.
So looking at the base, I said this is probably symmetrical. I bet there's air traps over here on the right side as well. One thing about this base, you notice you can pretty much get the air defenses down on the walk. Because it's not far enough back, you can just get it with a walk. So I wasn't too worried about that. My only concern was making sure that I had enough healers to get through everything. I could create a funnel large enough to take out the core. So this is just kind of showing me the CC. We can go ahead and close this out. The rest of this is just kind of him messing around. We were discussing it. And we had what we at this point from the base.
All right, so now we'll go back to your attack, and we'll start and stop it here, pause it, and let me know when you want to start it.
I'm at 3 minutes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I drop off some balloons to trigger the trap where I thought they might be, and you can see I grabbed 2 black air mines and 2 red air bombs.
Now, why didn't you just throw minions down there? Would they not suffice for that?
No, they only trigger the red air bombs, and it's really the black air mines that I was concerned about.
Right.
So I know the queen's going to step up in here, and she's going to be able to get that warden down and the expo down, king. And then I knew at this point, because I looked at it for a while, that she would start walking down, which is the way I wanted her to go, down and right. So I go ahead and rage trap, make sure she stays nice and healthy. And I use where he messed up, and I poison the king to make sure that he goes down to keep my queen up and alive.
Right.
So at this point, she's just going to walk down the rest of the base. I know everything that she's going to target is within 3 tiles of the wall, so I have no issues whatsoever. Right here, I go ahead and lure the CC out to take care of it.
Nice.
Not a great CC because he had baby drags, which are really not that useful if you have them paired with other air troops.
Well, I was about to say that. I mean, he had minions in there, which won't allow him to rage, which having 2 baby drags won't allow him to rage because they're right beside each other. So that was, like you said, really poor thought process on the CC.
Yeah, I put it on a few Valks on bowler just to kind of cut up that a little bit to help the queen get to the Inferno Tower a little bit faster. And at this point, I've gotten everything I possibly wanted to get out of the queen. So my queen walk portion in my mind is done. I start top left with the queen and the bowler, and I'm going to throw a few minors in there just to make sure everything goes down that I need it to go down. And I wanted to use minors. You see, I dropped to make sure it goes to the eagle, and then I dropped again, and actually some of them misfired and went down to the other tower. But the funnel is wide enough at this point that it's not really a concern. I go ahead and heal the core. I raise the core, and on this attack, I was only concerned about 2 stars. I wasn't thinking about 3. Wasn't worried about it at all. Just kind of wanted to get the 2, get the base down, and call it good because I knew that they couldn't do the same to us.
Right. And it was a great attack. I mean, your funnel was perfect on this thing, and that's the way you got to handle it. You know, you got to create that clear funnel. It doesn't matter if it's half the base or just one side of the base. Like at a lower town hall, the funnel is the most important part.
Yep, and a lot of people really don't like using minors, but I like this attack because it kind of shows that if you're using the rage with them, they're still pretty effective. If you have a solo core like that where, you know, there's not a lot in there. So yeah, I was pretty happy overall with how it ended up.
Well, I mean, you got very good percentage on a Town Hall 11. I mean, this was a very solid hit, and it pretty much secured the win for us. You know, we only won by 4, but that's plenty. And I like it, man, and that's why we wanted to talk to you guys about this, because we just used our extra hits to kind of help our top guys, which is Brad this time, to help him to just figure out what's going to happen. Is there air mines? Which way is the queen going to go? I mean, there was a lot of factors that you got help out of that hit from Ryan.
Yeah, and the big thing really for me on that base was I was concerned about where I had the air traps. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to just, you know, plop my healers down and then lose all of them, and then the wall gets kaput, and that would end the raid. I don't know that it would have made a difference, but I know I would have lost at least 2 healers on that raid if I didn't drop those bombs early on.
And that would have definitely hurt you. That would have hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering about as far as the troop space on those. I mean, you had to lose 3 balloons to those mines, and you know, that's a cost of 15 troop space. So that's almost your total extra troop space other than Town Hall 10, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And really, you could have pulled that off with the Town Hall 10. Same thing. I mean, I think the attack could have been done without as well, as loud as the funnel was.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of options. That's the point. You know, this is just the way we decided to take the easiest route out.
Right. Well, that's going to do it for us. We just wanted to talk about how to deal with these ring bases. Just help you guys on planning. If you got anything from this, just use your extra attacks wisely. Try to help your top guys to make a more intelligent hit on a base for the win. It'll help you. It'll help your team. Everybody's happy. And there you go, guys. I'm out of here.